Okay, now the key of G. Alrighty, now the key of A. Next up, the key of C. And finally, the key of D. All right, it is time to start the play along.
It's time to mingle. We're gonna jingle, jangle, jingle. It's heaven sent, ain't got to pay no rent. Strumming is your band, man. It's Ukulele Gent. If strumming is your bent, hey, it's a Ukulele Gent.
And welcome to Wednesday, everybody. Man, I'm seeing some of the temperatures on the news today. Like in Montana, it's like 51 degrees below zero. I don't even know how that's possible. Anyhow, glad you're here. All the new folks, if you're here for the first time, welcome. It's a fun group. Say hello, tell us where you're from if you haven't already done that. We're going to play 9 songs tonight. We're going to scroll chords and lyrics on the screen. I'm going to talk a little bit, but we'll try to keep talking at a minimum. You can talk. You can chat and say hello to each other. I love seeing that. Minus 30. Jeez, Janet Budlong. Minus 30. Hello, Avocado. All right, so what's our first song? Let's go to that. Let's just start, okay? You know, technology's funny. Something is happening with Facebook. Because I went through a small panic again today. Like, it would not connect to the streaming, and then... So I think we're all good, but makes me a little nervous. All right, so the first song is Against the Wind. I know we have a couple new folks because I chatted with them earlier in the week. So I always, to those folks, I want to say, don't worry about songs you can't keep up with. Don't worry about songs that you don't know chords to. Just don't worry. This is to be fun. Play the ones you can. If there's some chords you don't know, write them down. practice them the next time, then you'll know those chords. If a song's a little too fast, don't worry about that. Just do single down strums if you need to stay with the beat. Don't get frustrated. You will gain skills, and all these things you thought were really difficult or perhaps impossible, you'll realize that wasn't the case. So, I should record what I just said and play it back each week. The internet is frozen. Hey, Pat Clancy and Paula. All right, you ready? Let's just vamp on C. Let's get our speed going there. Here we go. Seems like yesterday, but it was long ago. Janie was lovely, she was queen of my nights. There in the darkness with the radio playing low. And the secrets that we shared, the mountains that we moved, got like a wildfire out of control, till there was nothing left to burn and nothing left to prove. And I remember what she said to me, how she swore that it never would end. I remember how she held me oh so tight. Wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then. Against the wind, we were running against the wind. We were young and strong, we were running against the wind. Years rolled slowly past, I found myself alone, surrounded by strangers I thought were my friends. Found myself further and further from my home. I guess I lost my way. Oh, there were so many roads. Was living to run and running to live, never worrying about paying or even how much I owed. Moving 8 miles a minute for months at a time, breaking all of the rules that would bend. I began to find myself searching for shelter again and again. Against the wind, little something against the wind. I found myself seeking shelter against the wind. F. All those drifters' days are past me now. I got so much more to think about. Deadlines and commitments. Seems like we're having some funky Facebook stuff going on. What to leave in, what to leave out. Against the wind, I'm still running against the wind. I'm older now and still running against the wind. Well, I'm older now and still running against the wind. Against the wind. Against the wind. Still running against the wind, running against the wind, against the wind, still running against the wind, running against the wind, against the wind, still running against the wind, running against the wind, against the wind. See the young man run against the wind, against the wind. Watch the young man running against the wind, be running against the wind, against the wind. Let the cowboys ride against the wind. Oh, against the wind, against the wind. They'll be riding against the wind. All right, folks, I don't know what is going on. I think that is a Facebook issue that somehow it's not able to send my feed. Right now we look good. We look good over here. We look good over there. But I can see there was 2 hiccups. And hopefully that's our last hiccup. So there's really nothing I can do. It looks like this is Facebook. And it doesn't look like it's regional. It looks like it's everybody. All right, so let's cross your fingers. If you pray, say a little prayer. We don't want to disappoint. We want to have some fun. All righty, let's go to song number 2. And I will just remind, every once in a while I say this, this is a 100% political free zone. This is just music, it's just fun, it's an escape. We do extremely well with that mission. So, this is the one place you can go and be assured that there will be no politics. Okay, so there is someone, her name is Charla, and Charla is just fantastic. I met Charla, my gosh, it's probably been 4 or 5 years ago. And you might have seen Charla in a collaboration or at a festival. So I was doing this next song, Take On Me, which was this synth pop song back in the 80s. And I was doing a picking version of it, and it sounded kind of cool. So I recorded it, and then I sent it to Charla, and I said, "Hey, Charla, can you give some Charla skills, some Charla vocals to this next song?" So we did. She did. So here is the song. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the one we want. Yes. So just take a look at the chords. We've got a B minor, and that's difficult to play if you're new to uke, but the more you play it, the easier it'll get. E, there's different ways to play an E. This is kind of an easy one, movable chord. A, pretty straightforward. D, F sharp minor, just like G7, but one string towards your chin. So this is Charla. We did this pretty quickly yesterday, but Charla, I saw you in the comments. Thank you so much for doing this. This is a good one, and here is Take On Me, a different take on Take On Me. So here it is. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're talking away. I don't know what I'm to say. I say it anyway. Today's another day to find you shying away. I'm coming for your love, okay? Take on me, take me on, take on me, I'll be gone in a day or two. So needless to say, I'm odds and ends, but I'll be stumbling away, slowly learning that life is okay. Say after me, it's no better to be safe than sorry. Take on me, take on me, take me on, take on me, I'll be gone in a day or two. Oh, the things that you say, is it a life or just to play my worries away? You're all the things I've got to remember. You're shying away. I'll be coming for you anyway. Take on me, take on me, take me on, take on me, I'll be gone in a day or take on me, take on me, take me on, take on me, I'll be gone in a day or two. Hey, and that is Charleweens. So, Charlotte, thank you very much. Those are fun. And yeah, I asked her about that. I said, there's 2 squares, Charlotte. Fill it with whatever you want. And she sent it back to me very quickly, I might add. Sent it back to me. And I'm like, that is cool. So she said she went to her cabinet and tried different glasses. And that is a sherry. I think she said that was a sherry glass. So there you go. You've got instruments in your home. You might not even realized it. So thanks, Charlotte. And Charlotte and I have another one coming up sometime soon. I'm not sure exactly when, but we've done a few duets. I don't really count that as a duet. But the next one really is going to be a duet. I mean, that is a duet because it's both of us. But, it's not like a back and forth meant to be a duet. Okay. Let's go to song number 3. All right. It looks like things are going okay tech-wise, right? I haven't seen any hiccups, so... Hello, Mom and Dad. If you are going to the festival that I'm throwing in April, my parents are going to make an appearance. They've tried to talk me out of that, and I'm like, nope, you're coming. Alright, so let's go to this song here. We're going to use a backing track for this, which is always kind of fun. These are available on Audrey. These are available on Patreon. Audrey, That's so nice of you to say that. I mean, really, that's really nice. Thanks, Terry. Okay, so let me check on volume here. Okay, I think that'll work just fine. That volume. Are you ready? Waiting on a Song. Great song. Co-written by John Prine, if you're familiar with John Prine. And Dan Auerbach, another great songwriter, musician. All right, here we go. G, C, F, C, G, C. I've been thinking, I've been humming, I've been picking, I've been strumming, just waiting, waiting on a song. I've been hitching, I've been thumbing, I can almost hear one coming, now just waiting, waiting on a song. I look down in my pocket, underneath the bed, I walked under a lamppost and one hit me on the head. Am I blind or too dumb to see all the sounds surrounding me? I'm just waiting, waiting on a song. You can look up at the stars, bow your head and count the cars. You'll still be waiting, waiting on a song. Might be a bluebird or a crow on a chord between two posts. They're just waiting, waiting on a song. Songs don't grow on trees, you gotta pick 'em out of the breeze. Fall down on your knees and pray one comes along. When those railroad gates come down, you gotta stop and turn around, or you'll be waiting, waiting on a song. You'll be waiting, waiting on a song. Alright. I really like that song. Someone was just saying, Norm, I think you might have to, refresh your screen or maybe pop out and come back in. It looks like it's working for most of us. So sorry about that. But something funky is going on in the interweb. So let's come back here. Not too many announcements this week. We gave away a ukulele last week. Was that last week? I mailed it. The winner received that ukulele. So that's awesome. And when someone wins, I know you want to see the ukulele in their hands, but don't pressure somebody that might not feel comfortable recording themselves and putting that on Facebook. Just if they want to post something about the uke and show it, fantastic. If they don't, that's perfectly fine too. But just leave them alone. Leave our winners alone. All right. You know, I was visiting my parents a few weeks ago, and my dad said, "Hey, when are you playing Riptide again?" So this is my dad asking about Riptide. And I said, well, let me look. And I looked, and I said, we can do that soon. So I think it's pretty cool that my dad likes Riptide. There is Riptide. Okay, I'm just reading some comments. I was going to do percussions. I just think we're going to do straight uke on this. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Verse 1. I was scared of dentists and the dark. Oh, I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. You're the magician's assistant in their dream. Oh, and they come unstuck. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. There's this movie that I think you like. This guy decides to quit his job and heads to New York City. This cowboy is running from himself. She's been living on the highest shelf. Oh, and they come unstuck. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. I just wanna know if you're gonna stay. I just gotta know. I can't have it any other way. I swear she's destined for the screen. Closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you'd ever seen. Oh, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song. I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be your left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song. I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Yes. Okay, so Terry, thanks for putting that in there. And that's what I was saying at the beginning. If the songs are too fast for you, it's just a phase. You will get faster if you intentionally try to work on the speed, and it might be slow, fast. But you can just do single strums on chord changes. At least you're keeping to the beat that way. But don't get frustrated trying to do an island strum or a fancier strum and keep up with a song that goes that fast. Don't get frustrated. If you work at it, you definitely will get faster. I hear that all the time. They're like, I could never play the song that fast. And then one day, boom, they do it. So I know it seems like that's not the case, but lots of people in the comments will tell you that's the case. And I like strumming fast. So, okay, let me get some headphones here. I need to hear this. Every now and again, I just head out in the boat and take my uke, and sometimes I play a song. So I did that this time. And the weather in Florida, I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to make you people in the cold feel worse. But the weather in Florida has been quite nice lately. So what we're going to do, we're going to do this too. Let me show you this. We're going to do the Nashville numbering system. So if you're new, this might, again, we're trying to put something into Wednesdays, a little something for everybody. So if we always played slow songs with easy chords, you'd never advance to faster songs with lots of chords. So we try to mix it up a little bit. The Nashville numbering system, real quick, you usually can just do it on your hand. It's a way to easily transpose songs, and you're learning more about the relative nature of the chord rather than memorizing the chord above each word. So the 1 is the key you're in the upper right-hand corner. If you see, we're in the key of C. So the key of C. So our 1 is C. D is 2. E is 3. 4 is F. We're just counting one by one through the alphabet. And 5 is G. And then we have a C7, so the C7 would show up as 1-7. Hey, Hava, thank you for that. That was fun having you here. Okay, so this is me out on the boat and Nashville numbering system at the same time. So, when we start the song, that 1 is a C. When it says all of the tourists covered them with oil, that's a G. So there really is purpose behind this. You might say, why not just put the letters of the chords? I can't go into that every single week. I'm just saying it's good for you. Little memorization. But it really does help. I have people say they went to a jam and someone said, hey, we're playing this in C and it's 1-4-5, and they were able to keep up. All right, enough talking about that. Let's go here, and here's Margaritaville from Lake Conway. Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nibbling on sponge cake, watching the sun bake. All of those tourists covered with oil, strumming my 4-string on my front porch swing. Smell the shrimp, they're beginning to boil. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost sugar salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Don't know the reason, stayed here all season, with nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. But it's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. How we got here, I haven't a clue. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost sugar salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame. Now I think, hell, it could be my fault. Blew out my flip-flop, stepped on a pop-top, Cut my heel, had to cruise on back home. But there's booze in the blender, and soon it'll render that frozen concoction that helps me hang on. Wasting away again in Margaritaville, searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's my own damn fault. We'll just end it like that. Man, look at that. Woo! That's a real thing. That's not Photoshop. That's not a special effect. Sometimes things are pretty good. All right. Hey, I enjoyed that. Hope you did too. Back to the live stuff. Bye. All right. I don't need that anymore. I wasn't sailing. Hey, Mike Scott. No, that's right near the Orlando airport in Orlando. It's called Lake Conway. Like 2 miles from the Orlando airport. All right. Hey, so I'll play that after the fact. We talked about it last week, and I think maybe 2 weeks before that. There's a workshop coming up with Racer Grimace and Lil Rev and myself. Teaching rockabilly. Some rockabilly styles, some rockabilly songs. But I'm going to play this song first. We've never done this one here on Wednesday, but it's Get Rhythm. We're going to go a little slow on this. I would really love to do it really fast, but I think I'm going to go a little slower. Yeah, it was a nice sunset. It was really nice. So on that last D, we're going to just do a single down strum while we say, hey, the first word of the first line of chorus 1. So we're going to do like this. Hey, right? And then start our strum. Get a rhythm. Man, I want to go fast on this, but I'm intentionally going to go slow. I should put some drums on, and that would force me to stick with the drums. All right, here we go. Hey, ready? Get a rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, get a rock and roll feeling in your bones, put taps on your toes, hey, get gone, get a rhythm. When you get the blues. Is that a good speed? A little shoe shine boy, he never gets low down, but he's got the dirtiest job in town. Bending low at the people's feet on the windy corner of the dirty street. Well, I asked him while he shined my shoes how to keep from getting the blues. He grinned as he raised his little head, popped a shoe shine rag, and then he said, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, come on, get a rhythm. When you get the blues, a jumpy rhythm makes you feel so fine. It'll shake all your trouble from your worried mind. Get a rhythm. When you get the blues. Here comes chorus 3. Hey, get a rhythm when you get the blues. Come on, get a rhythm when you get the blues. Get a rock and roll feeling in your bones. Put taps on your toes and get gone. Get a rhythm when you get the blues. Well, I sat down to listen to the shoe shine boy. I thought I was going to jump for joy. Slapped on the shoe polish left and right. He took a shoe shine rag and he held it tight. He stopped once to wipe the sweat away. Said, you're a mighty little boy to be working that way. He said, I like it with a big wide grin. Kept on popping and he said again, get a rhythm when you get the blues. Come on, get a rhythm when you get the blues. It only costs a dime, just a nickel a shoe. Does $1 million worth of good for you. Get a rhythm when you get the blues. Then we can do one of these. So, the reason I mentioned that, let me come here for a second. Great tune. Love Johnny Cash. So this coming Sunday is this Rockabilly workshop that I mentioned. And here's a quick little promo for that.
Hey, all you Hepcats. I'm Little Rev.
And I'm Greg Gent.
Please join us along with the great Rock and Race Agreements on February 23rd from 1:30 to 4 p.m. for a Rockabilly webinar. That's right, a Rockabilly Masterclass. We'll be presenting a great array of tunes. We'll be teaching songs, solos, hints, tips, resource pages, and boo-coo boogie studies. How about you, Greg?
After Rev, I'm going to be helping lead a couple fun play-along songs and to teach you a couple tips and tricks to make those songs a lot of fun to play.
That sounds like a blast.
And then finally...
Yeah, we're going to get Ray to wrap things up. He's going to feature a little bit of Elvis Presley doing Arthur Big Boy Crudup's That's Alright Mama, along with a whole bunch of other great rockabilly hints and tips. It's going to have attitude, and I know you all are some real gone Hepcats. You can sign up at littlerev.com/calendar, $45. We hope you'll join us.
All right. Ah, man. I love hanging out with Rev. He's awesome. Okay, so the song I just did, Get Rhythm, I'm Johnny Cash. So that's going to be one of the songs in the workshop. And it'll teach you how to... I just did a straight version with an island strum just then. But it's going to teach you kind of a cool rockabilly strum. It's going to teach you an intro and an outro, some licks to lead it in and lead it out. And then another song. So it's going to be fun. And it's this coming Sunday. All right, let's go to the next song here. So one of the... there's a... let me think how to phrase this. So we do this play along on the Ukulele Gent Facebook page. We have a companion site where people can share information and post songs and just kind of collaborate and communicate within that. And it's the Jam It Gents group. And within that group, someone just posted, I just saw him post, he goes by Nearsighted Lemon McKay, which I think is one of the coolest Facebook names I can recall seeing. So he does post every now and again there. So join that group if you have not yet. It's a fun group. Obviously, there's no charge for it. It's just a Facebook group, but you can just look. Terry will probably put that in the comments, but you can search on Facebook for Jam at Gents and just answer a couple questions. And that's it. You'll be part of the group. Thank you, Terry Brandsma. So here we go. If you were sitting in your home for the last, 50 minutes or so, wishing we would do a song with B flat in it, here you go. And I am going to do a B flat like this. But when I play the F, I'm going to play my F way up here. That's how I'm going to play this song. You can just do regular F. That's fine. Okay, let's go. I was tired of my lady. We've been together too long. Like a worn out recording of a favorite song. So while she lay there sleeping, I read the paper in bed. And in the personal columns, there was this letter I read. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain, if you like making love at midnight in the dunes of a Cape, I'm the love that you look for. Write to me and escape. It's a perfect time for me to scroll down a little bit. I didn't think about my lady. I know that sounds kind of mean, but me and my old lady had fallen into the same old dull routine. So I wrote to the paper, took out a personal ad. And though I'm nobody's poet, thought it wasn't half bad. Yes, I like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain. I'm not much into health food. I am into champagne. I got to meet you by tomorrow noon. Cut through all this red tape at a bar called O'Malley's, where we'll plan our escape. So I waited with high hopes. Then she walked in place. I knew her smile in an instant. I knew the curve of her face. It was my own lovely lady. And she said, oh, it's you. And we laughed for a moment. And I said I never knew that you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain and the feel of the ocean and the taste of champagne. If you like making love at midnight in the dunes of the Cape, you're the lady I looked for. Come with me and escape. If you like pina coladas and getting caught in the rain, if you're not into yoga, if you have half a brain, if you like making love at midnight in the dunes of a Cape, you're the love that I looked for. Come with me and escape. There you go. We won't talk about the morality of that song. So yeah, if you want to play that F, it's just the same B flat shape. instead of here, it's just way up here on the, what is that, 8th, 9th, and 10th frets. Very pretty, very nice. Okay. Let's come back here. It is 7:53. If you're new, we normally run about an hour. Sometimes a little longer, sometimes a little shorter, but kind of about an hour. Let's see. Let's see if we can do some drums here. Country shuffle. Let me figure out the right drum pattern here. I didn't really have this written down, but this will probably work. Just about supper time. Okay, that should work. That should work. Again, this is 190 beats per minute, and you might be saying that's too fast, so adapt. You can just do early in the evening, just about supper time. Right? You could do less strumming, but still stay to the beat. I highly encourage that rather than just giving up. So I'm just doing that instead of this. I'm doing this early in the evening, just about supper time, over by the courthouse. Right, so I'm staying with the beat. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. C, G, C. Verse 1. Early in the evening, just about supper time, over by the courthouse, they're starting to unwind. 4 kids on the corner, trying to bring you up. Willie picks a tune out and he blows it on the harp. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. Rooster hits the washbowl, people just got to smile. Blinky thumps the gut bass and solos for a while. Old boy twangs the rhythm out on his Kalamazoo. Willie goes into a dance and doubles on kazoo. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boys are playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. You don't need a penny just to hang around. If you got a nickel, won't you lay your money down? Over on the corner, there's a happy noise. People come from all around to watch the magic boy. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boy playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. Down on the corner, out in the street, Willie and the poor boy playing. Bring a nickel, tap your feet. All right. Drum beat sounds like goody two-shoes. You know, when you start listening to percussions, things like that, yeah, do happen. It does sound like that. We have never done that song on a Wednesday. That might be a good one. All right, full screen. What do we have left here? We have one song left. Man, it goes fast. Lori, I'm glad you like the fast songs. So Lori's probably someone that could attest to the fact that when you first start, playing fast is difficult, and then the more you play, just becomes easier. All right, so we're going to use a backing track for Cupid. Cupid, draw back your bow. That's the Cupid we're playing. Hello, Melissa Hawkins. Uno mas. Yes, uno mas. All right, so here is Cupid. Do 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 do. Hello, Nilda. Are you ready? Let me get that. We got that. Let me just check sound levels again on that track. That should work just fine. Thanks, Josie. Reginald, Reggie, man. Hey, that solo you did, that you just posted, that was awesome. Okay, here we go. E minor, G, Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart. For me, Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart. For me. Now, I don't mean to bother you, but I'm in distress. There's danger of me losing all of my happiness. For I love a girl who doesn't know I exist, and this you can fix. So, Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart. For me, nobody but me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart. For me. Now, Cupid, if your arrow makes your love storm for me, I promise I will love her until eternity. I know that in the two of us her heart we can steal. Help me if you will. So, Cupid, draw back your bow and let your arrow go straight to my lover's heart. For me, nobody but me. Cupid, please hear my cry and let your arrow fly straight to my lover's heart. For me. Good night, Bettina. All right, that, excuse me. That is the last song of the night. Folks, if you're new, like I said, we do this every Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Most of the time it's right here, and I live in Florida, so Eastern time. But at 7 o'clock Eastern time, whatever time zone you're in, we do this 7 o'clock Eastern time every Wednesday. I'm glad you're here. Tell your friends. It really is great to have more and more people just be part of this family that then meets at festivals and just meets while we're traveling. So spread the word. Like us on Facebook. That helps people find us. I don't get anything from that, but it helps people find us. So I hope you have a great rest of your week. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and I hope to see you next Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern time, right here. Happy strumming. Take care. Be good to each other. Goodbye.